Hello, class. Or instead of saying hello, I could wave or bow or use another gesture of greeting. Today, we're discussing the importance of gestures as a form of communication. Gestures are movements that express an idea or meaning. People all over the world use gestures to communicate, but they're more important in some cultures than in others. For example, experts believe that Italians know and use about 250 hand gestures on a regular basis. These gestures can express all kinds of feelings and meaning, just as sign language does. But they are used individually and don't have a grammar to allow you to use them in sentences. The Italians may know something the rest of us don't, that gestures support our spoken language. There are two ways gestures support spoken language. First, they help the listener. Everyone knows that adding a gesture can help you communicate your message if someone doesn't understand you. If you're in a foreign country and someone asks you a question, you can shrug and lift your hands to say, "I'm sorry, I don't know." Also, something about making a gesture signals to the listener to pay attention to your speech. In addition to helping listeners, gestures also help speakers. They help speakers remember words and information they've learned, including math. If they make or even see a gesture while hearing a story, making the gesture again can help them recall vocabulary and details of the story. We know that gestures are important in human communication, but they're not limited to humans. Members of the ape family, like orangutans and bonobos, use gestures to communicate with each other, as do other animals. Even ravens, a type of bird, can gesture with their beaks to point to something. Now we can use gestures to communicate with technology. Computers can recognize the gestures of people with disabilities and help them to communicate. And now scientists are teaching robots to gesture. According to a recent study, humans can understand robots much better when they use movements along with speech in the same ways that people do. As I hope you can see, gestures are a very important form of communication as they help both the speaker and the listener understand and remember. They may also be a way to communicate with animals and with computers. Are there any questions?